my name is Jessica, and I wanted to make a really quick video about my Oura Ring. So a lot of you guys know I got married a couple months ago, and instead of getting the very traditional ring with a princess cut or whatever cut it is, we decided to get Oura rings. I got the diamond one and Matt got the stealth, which is like a black matte type of ring. And the reason we did this is for several reasons, but one of them is I'm not really the ring type of person and I'm very minimalist, so I didn't want to occupy my mind stressing about like where the ring is at all times, especially when you set it down. And the Oura ring is just very easy to wear. I don't care if I get the slightest scratch on it because, you know, it's, yeah, they're expensive, but it's not like a $20,000 ring or anything like that, or something that means like that much to you. So that's the reason we got the Oura rings, and we're huge health freaks and we're into biohacking and really wanted to know what our sleep was like, and we've learned so much through the Oura ring, and I want to give them a shout out because seriously they are just a great company, and I wish that I could have thought of something to do like that because I feel like they're really gonna change people's perspective on how sleep is so important and all that stuff. We all know that sleep is important, but until you get good sleep, that's when you realize that your health is just gonna get back on track. It's not just about nutrition and physical exercise, it's literally, it's sleep. So that's a whole other subject. I just wanted to talk about the one that I have because I get asked a lot about it, you know, with the sizing, how's the diamond look, or was it between that one and rose gold, like, and I'll talk about that a little bit. So let's start off with the rose gold. So I wanted the rose gold really badly when we first started researching all this, and I thought I was gonna get the rose gold, but it was unavailable at the time. We ordered ours for Black Friday and we got them before Christmas. So a lot of people on Facebook groups will be waiting for like a year and all that, but we didn't have any issues with that. But anyway, so I was reading in the Facebook groups, you will read a lot about the rose gold fading into like a gold, and I didn't really like it, so I really like that I got the diamond. The diamond is a little bit more expensive. I think the gold is like $400. Don't quote me on that. And the diamond one I think was $1,000. Don't quote me on that either, but it's somewhere around there. That's a range. So yeah, I decided on the diamond one and I'm really happy with it, and I wouldn't change it for the rose gold. That's just my opinion, and that's just like how I like it, and it looks good. At first I thought it was gonna look manly, but it really doesn't. I think it looks cute. It has the little diamonds and like, yeah, it's cute. The other question I get is about the sizing kits. So I think I'm a 6.5. I never got officially measured, but based on the sizing kits, I was between a 6 and a 7, and so I'm a 6.5. So why did I get the 7? I decided to get it a little bit looser because when I put on the 6, it was perfect, like perfectly snug. And a lot of people will tell you that it should be a little on the tighter side, but I haven't had a problem with the readings with it being a little bit looser, especially right now since it's the winter. My hands are a little bit like thinner and they just like don't swell as often except at night. So it feels a lot looser than the sizing kit, but you know, during the summer I'm pretty sure it's gonna fit just right. Whereas the 6 I could have seen it been a little bit too tight for me at some points, maybe at night. And so if you're thinking about the sizing kit, just keep that in mind. Your fingers and your hands will swell at some point, and you just have to make sure that you're not going to freak out when that happens. So that's why I went on the looser side, and so did Matt. He ended up, I don't know what size he got, but he ended up going on the higher end. So I joined a group on Facebook about Oura rings, and a lot of them complain that it easily scratches. And I have not had a problem with it. So what I do is I take it off right before I wash the dishes, or I take a shower, or something that I'm going to use my hands in, especially right now that's a little bit looser. Like, I definitely don't want to shower with it because what if it like falls down the drain, or like if I'm washing dishes, what if it falls in the drain, or you know, metal to metal contact will get it a little bit scratched up. So, you know, if you're like conscious about it, nothing will happen. If you don't really give a shit about it, then, you know, just do whatever you want. I've seen people heavy lifting with it, and like, yeah, it gets like really messed up, but like they don't care. So it just depends on how you are. I'm just trying to keep mine as nice as possible because, like, I don't know, I like to keep things like nice, you know, and this is one thing that's very sentimental to me, but that doesn't mean that we're gonna keep these ones forever. Like, if Oura Ring comes out with better and cooler ones, like, we're definitely gonna get those. So yeah, let me show you the Oura Ring. So this is the Diamond Oura Ring. As you can see, I have like, I would say like a little bit of like a manly type of hand.
She had man hands.
Man hand?
The hands of a man.
And I thought the rose gold is gonna look girlier, but you know what? The diamond one is very cute. So these are 5.005 carats, and you can see your reflection. It's not like a matte finish or anything like that. And like you can see tiny little dinks on it, and most of them are like fingerprints because I keep like touching it. As you can see right here, there's a little gap, and that's how like loose it fits me. And maybe some of you will say like, how can you get good readings out of it if it's so loose? But it just fits me just right, you know. I think you just have to go with your gut, because I don't know, I don't want it to be too tight, because then it'd be really hard to take off, and I don't want to like freak out and end up going to the hospital and like, yeah, you know. So that's what it looks like. I think it's so cute. If you're really considering this one, I really think you should get it. If it's between this and the rose gold, I would just tell you, I am really glad that I got this over the rose gold, and I think it's discontinued, but maybe you could still get one. But yeah, let's take it off. Let me show you the little sensors so you can see them. And you see that little point. The other ones have like 2 points on them. But yeah, I love this ring. If you have any questions about the Oura Ring, let me know. I can show you the app, you know. I guess I didn't really list that. Hey, it's Future Jessica. I totally forgot to show you guys around the app, so I'm gonna do that really quick. So when you're on your home screen, you click on the Oura Ring app, and the very first thing that pops up is your readiness score. So that kind of is your week's average score for like your readiness, comparing your sleep, your activity levels, and all of that in one. And so it'll tell you how ready you are for your day. So mine is 82, and it says because my heart rate was a little low last night, that's why it's not in the 90s. And I think it's because we kind of ate later in the day yesterday, right before bed, so that can really affect it. It's that smart. So at the very top, if you click here, this is where you turn your ring into airplane mode. So right now it's on airplane mode because I worry about EMFs and stuff like that, and I don't want it like, you know, going off all day. But you can get it off airplane mode by putting it in the charger and turning on your Bluetooth and letting that all your data load, and then putting it back on airplane mode, which I think is really convenient. I like that Oura Ring did that for those EMF aware people. And then in the home screen, you can also add like a note, like say I was sick a few days ago, so I just put I was sick. And then activity level, like I don't know, say you're going dancing or doing badminton, you can click on any of them and put in how long you did it and your activity intensity, because that will really determine everything. Whoops, I almost canceled that, my bad. So then at the very bottom, there's 4 folders. So there's home, and then there's readiness. The readiness score is what determines your readiness score. So mine is 82. Let's see why it was 82. So it was 2 because my heart rate was low, and I can see my body temperature was also at a -0.5, which is not pretty normal, but everything else seems to be okay. And then at the very bottom, you can see like throughout the night how it, like where it dips and how it dips and how much, and your resting heart rate, and just like your max and your minimum, your average. It's really cool. And your restful periods, which are the times where you're like, you know, kind of chilling, I guess, I don't know. Sleep. The next category is sleep. So it'll tell you your total time sleep, how long you were in bed, and your heart rate again, and a little more in depth as to what kind of quality of sleep you had. So I had, you know, I have trouble getting a lot of deep sleep, so mine was pretty low, 15 minutes and 50 minutes, 11%. The REM sleep is really important. I get a ton of that, as you can see, 3 hours. And then you can adjust here under sleep stages, like for example, like mine last night said that I went to sleep at 8:19. That's not true. I was watching Netflix, so I think it thought that I was taking a nap or sleeping. I really wasn't, so I adjusted it to that. So, you know, otherwise it would be whack. And then sometimes these would be like blank. Under the resting heart rate, they will be like empty, like they'll cut off. And that just means that your ring is twisted. So don't think that there's anything wrong with your ring. If anything, it has to be straight and aligned when you're sleeping so you can get more accurate. So then activity level, last but not least, it'll tell you just how many calories you burned. I don't think this part is necessarily super accurate. I think they really just want to focus on sleep, but it's really good to have because, you know, everyone wants to compete with other people or whatever, so I don't know. So it'll tell you like you need to meet your daily targets, like your goals of like how many calories or how many steps. I don't know like what those things are, but you can always click on them and like it'll tell you. So yeah, that is the Oura Ring app. Okay, now let's go back to old Jessica. So yeah, if you thought this video was helpful, please hit the like button. That always really, really helps. Oh my God, I sound like Matt. He's been saying that way too many times, but really seriously. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching.